Alright, what's up y'all? Squid here, back with another video. Today we're going to be re-unboxing and giving a little quick review of the Razer Wolverine V3 Tournament Edition. This is a wired controller for Xbox. Comes with back paddles and Hall effect thumbsticks, as well as mouse-like buttons. Yeah, pretty much it. Oh, and it also has adjustable trigger stops. Alright, so I've already opened this thing, but we'll just re-unbox it for the video. So this is what it looks like, pretty much nothing too crazy. And boom, we got the controller here. And we just have our cable down here. There's not really anything else, some documents here, but we're just gonna take a look at the controller today. So I think out of all the controllers that are $100, this is probably the best controller that you could get for something like this. So first off, it feels great in the hand, especially if you have a bigger hand. Kind of feels like the Xbox 360 chunky controller. The buttons feel really good to press, even this D-pad. It's like mouse click switches, and it all, for the most part, feels really good. This button's for adjusting the profile, that's your share button, and then obviously start, select, or menu and view, and your Xbox button. And yeah, for the most part, pretty good. So let's look into it a little bit more. So it's like a textured grip. That these are some of the best back buttons out of all the controllers. I mean, they just fit so good in your hand, like when you click it. The only thing is, Razer disappointed me with their build quality. This button is a little finicky, and it's like kind of loose. It's hard to tell in the video, but when you're using the controller, you feel it gets stuck. And I only use this thing for like, I don't know, maybe 6 hours, and then I put it back in the box. Because why? Because these thumbsticks are actually too resistant. I'm someone who plays with a high sensitivity, and I do a lot of micro, adjusting, and this thumbstick just has way too much tension, and ultimately this was the deal breaker for me. I thought that this controller was almost perfect, but if you can't aim comfortably on it, then it just gets frustrating to use. I mean, literally the shape, the buttons, everything amazing with this controller. Even these extra bumper buttons that I forgot to mention, you really never have to take your fingers off of the thumbsticks, right? You got 1, 2, 3, 4 in the back, 5, 6, and then you have adjustable trigger stops. So it just feels a little bit more tactile and responsive. Overall, I still recommend this controller for most people. I typically play first-person shooter games with a very high sense, which is why this controller just doesn't work out for me. If I just compare an Xbox controller, you can see what I'm talking about. Like, there's way less resistance moving this thing around, right? And when you like let it go, it doesn't fling back into place like this one does. Like if I just let it go, it's like boom. So there's a lot of resistance. You could just tell by that. But I think for like fighting games and platformers or even just shooters, if you don't play with a high sense, this controller is probably the best value you could get for $100. It sucks that it's not wireless, but I mean, technically the latency is better, and you'll never have to worry about battery. So close to perfect, but it's just not for me. Overall, I'd still give this controller like an 8.5 out of 10. I'm someone who still uses the original Xbox controllers. I just like the way they feel. I mean, Microsoft, even though they're a software company, their controllers have always been top notch. I mean, these just feel really good to press, and I low-key think that using, back paddles and everything is kind of a crutch, because you become dependent on the controller. I'm someone who wants to just, be able to pick up any controller and do good. And at the end of the day, it's just like keybinds that you can change. Ultimately, my favorite controller is still the Xbox One era controllers. It's hard to tell, but this is actually slightly bigger than the Xbox Series controllers. And the bumpers are shaped different. It has like this groove, micro USB. But this one still remains to be my favorite controller. Even the D-pad and buttons are way quieter compared to this one. And this is a little bit smaller, so after using for some time, my hands do start to cramp a little bit. But man, I really was disappointed with this controller. After tax, it was like $107. I bought this at the Razer Store in San Jose, and I really, really liked this controller. And by the time I realized that I really didn't like these thumbsticks, I missed my return window. These don't go for that much used on eBay. You could probably get it for like 50, 60 bucks used on eBay, even a really good condition one. But man, yeah, this D-pad is crazy. I really wish it wasn't like this. I wish this thumbstick tension was adjustable. But yeah, I just haven't sold it because like I spent 100 plus on this, so getting rid of it for so little, it just seems kind of wrong. I might just give it to my friend or someone that might actually use it a lot. I really like this controller. All right, y'all. Thanks for checking out this mini video. Peace.